Welcome back to our channel. In this video, we reveal some of the most valuable coins in the world, coins that collectors and investors are willing to pay thousands or even millions for. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a tiny coin that could change your financial destiny forever. The 1940 mint mark wheat penny is not just a coin. It's a story frozen in copper, a relic of an era when America was on the brink of transformation. But here's the kicker. This humble penny, often overlooked in drawers and old jars, has the potential to be worth a staggering $734,000 today. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $750,000 for a coin most people toss aside without a second thought. Pause for a moment and ask yourself, what if the treasure of your lifetime has been hiding in plain sight all along? Now, I know what you're thinking. A penny? Really? And it's exactly that skepticism that makes this coin so extraordinary. While others dismiss it, the savvy collector sees opportunity. Every scratch, every detail, every small imperfection tells a story, and sometimes those imperfections are what make a coin priceless. Think of it as the universe's way of rewarding patience and curiosity. And yes, today, people are literally paying top dollar to own this rare gem, and the market is hungry, insatiably hungry, for authentic, high-grade examples. Let's rewind. The 1940 mint mark wheat penny was minted at the Philadelphia Mint, a time when the United States was emerging from the shadows of the Great Depression and stepping into a world on the verge of war. The coin's obverse proudly features Abraham Lincoln, a timeless symbol of perseverance and hope, while the reverse bears the iconic wheat ears, a design that represents growth, abundance, and a nation striving for the future. Yet, not every penny survived the wear and tear of decades. The ones that did, and even more so, the ones with subtle errors or unique characteristics, are now commanding prices that seem almost unreal. Here's where it gets even more fascinating. Coin errors are the secret sauce of numismatics. A tiny doubling of letters, a misaligned strike, or an unusual coloration can transform an ordinary penny into a million-dollar treasure. The 1940 mint mark wheat penny error is a case in point. Experts and collectors alike hunt these coins like modern-day treasure seekers, and auctions have proven time and again. Those who recognize rarity and act quickly stand to gain immensely. Can you imagine the thrill of discovering that coin at a garage sale, in an old jar, or even tucked between the pages of a forgotten book? That excitement, the heart-pounding, "I can't believe this is real" moment, is exactly what makes this coin a legend in the collecting world. But here's the reality. The window to capitalize on such an opportunity won't stay open forever. Every day, coins like this disappear into private collections, never to surface again. Today's overlooked penny is tomorrow's million-dollar story, but only for those who act decisively. And let's be honest, can you really afford to let potential wealth slip through your fingers because of hesitation or doubt? Life rewards bold decisions, and in the world of rare coins, timing is everything. So, if you've ever wondered whether your drawers, old piggy banks, or coin collections could be hiding a fortune, now is the moment to look closer than ever. Remember, the 1940 mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a legacy, a testament to history, and a high-demand collectible that could transform your life. Don't let it be someone else's story. Hold it, study it, authenticate it, and seize the extraordinary opportunity before it's gone. And just imagine, years from now, telling your friends you discovered a coin worth more than most people's lifetime savings, all from a penny they thought was worthless. Funny how sometimes the smallest things in life can make the biggest impact, isn't it? So, dig deep, stay vigilant, and embrace the thrill of discovery, because treasures like this don't wait, and neither should you. Imagine holding in your hand a single coin that could change your life forever. One small, seemingly ordinary penny, minted in 1941, yet hiding a secret so rare it can fetch over $834,000 today. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this is exactly what makes the 1941 mint mark wheat penny with a coin error one of the most sought-after treasures among collectors and investors in the United States. And if you have one tucked away in a drawer, you might be sitting on a fortune without even knowing it. Yes, I said fortune, so fasten your seatbelt because by the end of this video, you'll see why this little coin commands such massive attention in the world of rare coins. Let's step back for a moment. The year is 1941, a world on the brink of monumental change, and the United States is about to enter one of its most challenging eras. In the midst of this history, the humble Lincoln wheat penny was minted, bearing the quiet promise of everyday currency. But here's where fate intervened. Some coins were produced with subtle errors, tiny anomalies that might go unnoticed by an untrained eye. And it's precisely these errors that transform a simple penny into a high-demand treasure. Think about it, millions of pennies circulated in 1941, yet only a handful carry this exceptional flaw. You could literally be holding a rare piece of history that very few in the world even possess. Now, let's talk about why collectors are willing to pay incredible sums for a coin like this. The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny error isn't just rare. It's historically significant and visually fascinating. It's the combination of scarcity and story that drives value. Imagine, out of every 100,000 pennies minted, only a tiny fraction bears this remarkable mistake. And here's a little twist. Some people laugh when they hear a penny could be worth hundreds of thousands. It's just a penny, they say. But here's the catch, they don't know the secret history behind it. Each error is a fingerprint of the past, a moment frozen in time. Owning this coin isn't just about money. It's about prestige, about holding a piece of history in your hand while everyone else walks past it, unaware. Can you feel the thrill of holding something so rare? That's not just excitement. That's power, that's legacy, and yes, it's financial freedom waiting for the right moment. And let's be honest, how often do you hear someone say, "I turned a penny into almost $1 million"? Not exactly your everyday small talk, is it? But that's exactly the kind of story this coin represents. And here's the kicker. Collectors are obsessed. They scour flea markets, check old jars of coins, and even inspect loose change in piggy banks, all hoping to stumble upon this exact piece of history. The race is on, and the stakes are unbelievably high. Now, here's the part you need to listen to carefully. Coins like the 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny error do not stay hidden forever. Every day that passes, more collectors hunt them down, and more coins disappear into private collections. The market is moving fast, and the demand is only growing. If you've ever considered selling, now is the moment to take action. Imagine receiving a call from a top collector, offering you hundreds of thousands of dollars for a coin you might have overlooked for decades. That's not a fantasy. It's a reality for those who recognize the value of this rare penny. But hesitation could mean losing the opportunity forever. And trust me, when a coin like this appears at auction, the excitement is palpable. The bidding wars, the anticipation, the thrill. It's unlike anything else in the collectibles world, so whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who just found an old coin jar in the attic, remember this: history, rarity, and timing are the ultimate keys to wealth. The 1941 no-mint mark wheat penny error isn't just a coin. It's a legacy, a story, and potentially a life-changing investment. Owning or selling one of these coins places you among a select few who understand the power of rarity. It's a journey that connects the past, the present, and your financial future in a single, beautiful object. Don't let it slip away. Look, check, and treasure, because the next $1 million discovery could be sitting quietly in your hand. Imagine holding in your hand a single penny, a simple, unassuming piece of copper that could unlock a fortune beyond your wildest dreams. But not just any penny. This is the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny error, a rare treasure that collectors across the United States are willing to pay hundreds of thousands for. Today, its current market value stands at a staggering $872,000. And that number alone is enough to make even the most seasoned investors stop and take notice. But here's the twist. Most people walk right past it, never realizing the incredible opportunity lying in plain sight. Could this penny be hiding in your collection, sitting quietly in a jar, a drawer, or even under a couch cushion? The thought alone is exhilarating and a little terrifying. Yes, terrifying, because while you may be reading this, someone else right now is discovering their own fortune. And the fear of missing out isn't just a cliche. It's a reality when it comes to rare coins. But don't worry. You're about to learn why this humble piece of history could transform your financial future, and why demand for it is higher than ever. Let's dive deeper. The 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just rare by accident. It's a coin born from the unusual circumstances of wartime America. During World War II, copper was in short supply. Most pennies in 1944 were made from steel coated in zinc to preserve vital copper for the war effort. Yet a few precious pennies slipped through the cracks, struck in the traditional copper alloy, and without the mint mark that collectors now hunt with almost fanatical intensity. These imperfections, these tiny anomalies, are what create fortune. One penny, one minting error, and suddenly the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Picture it. A coin that should be invisible to the casual observer, suddenly transforming into a coveted treasure worth nearly $1 million. Imagine the excitement of realizing that something you might have dismissed as just a penny could be the key to the lifestyle you've always dreamed of. That feeling of discovery, the thrill of knowing you hold something that could change your life, is exactly why collectors pay these eye-watering sums. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to hold history, wealth, and a story all in the palm of their hand? Now, here's a question to reset your mind for a moment. Have you ever bought a lottery ticket and imagined winning? Multiply that feeling 1,000 times, because this isn't a gamble. It's history, scarcity, and demand converging to create one of the most sought-after pennies in the world. And humor me here. If you think $1 million coin sounds like science fiction, just remember, someone once laughed at the first person who sold a rare penny for more than $50,000. History is full of those who doubted, and those who acted. So why is the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny in such high demand today? Simple. Collectors are hunting it down. Investors are recognizing its incredible value, and the supply is fixed forever. Unlike stocks or real estate, you can't create more. Every year that passes, fewer coins survive in pristine condition, and those that do only grow in value. Imagine owning a piece of that history, knowing that its scarcity makes it almost impossible for others to replicate. That sense of urgency, the knowledge that every day the opportunity diminishes, is exactly what drives prices sky high. But here's the most powerful part. This isn't just about owning a coin. It's about embracing the possibility of life-changing wealth. Holding a 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny is holding a golden ticket to financial freedom, a story to share with pride, and a reminder that sometimes the most extraordinary opportunities come in the smallest packages. The excitement, the anticipation, the almost palpable tension of discovering such a coin. This is what transforms ordinary collectors into legends. And perhaps, one day soon, it could transform you too. So take a moment and ask yourself, what if it's in your hands right now? What if that one coin quietly waiting in your collection is your key to unimaginable wealth? History, rarity, and the thrill of discovery all converge here. And remember, while others are still hesitating, the most extraordinary opportunities are reserved for those who act. Don't let the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny slip away. You might be holding a fortune in your pocket without even knowing it. Imagine holding a small, seemingly ordinary penny in your hand. Just a piece of copper that's been in circulation for decades. But what if I told you that this little coin could unlock a fortune of over $600,000? Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving into the world of the 1946 no-mint mark wheat penny era, one of the most sought-after coins in the United States. For decades, collectors and investors have chased after it. And now, you have the chance to understand why this unassuming penny could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's pause for a moment. Did you ever think that a coin you might have tossed aside in a jar could be more valuable than your car? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at pennies the same way again. The 1946 wheat penny is not just rare. It's a treasure steeped in history. Minted shortly after World War II, it represents a time when America was rebuilding, striving, and dreaming bigger than ever before. But what sets the no-mint mark era apart is its uniqueness, a minting anomaly that collectors dream of discovering. Imagine the excitement of holding a coin that only a handful of people in the world might have. It's not just money. It's history, prestige, and an opportunity to secure a legacy. And here's a little secret that might make you laugh. Your spare change jar could literally be a millionaire's vault hiding in plain sight. Crazy, right? Now, let's talk numbers. The current market value of this remarkable 1946 no-mint mark penny error is an astounding $678,000. That's right, more than $500,000 for a coin that many would dismiss as just a penny. But here's where things get interesting. Demand is skyrocketing. Collectors, investors, and rare coin enthusiasts are competing aggressively to find these treasures before they disappear into private collections forever. Every day that passes without discovering this penny is a day where someone else could claim your fortune. The fear of missing out isn't just a feeling. It's real money slipping through your fingers. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to hold something in their hand that could change their life overnight? Pause for a moment. Have you ever imagined telling your friends, "I made nearly $700,000 from a penny I found in my attic"? It's the kind of story that sounds unbelievable, yet it's happening all over the country. And speaking of unbelievable, imagine your spouse asking, "Did you really just spend an hour digging through old coins?" And you replying with a grin, "Yes, but I might just be rich now." Humor aside, the truth is this coin represents both opportunity and urgency. Every 1946 no-mint mark wheat penny error that surfaces is scooped up faster than you can say, rare collectible. And those left on the shelves rarely last long. So, what does this mean for you? It's not just about finding a coin. It's about seizing an opportunity that can change your financial future. Whether you're an investor, a collector, or someone who's simply curious, the 1946 no-mint mark wheat penny is a symbol of possibility. It's proof that wealth can be hidden in the most ordinary places, waiting for those bold enough to recognize it. And here's the emotional kicker. Imagine looking back 5 years from now, knowing that you had the knowledge, the insight, and the courage to act when most people didn't. That's the power of rare coins. They don't just hold value. They hold potential, excitement, and legacy. In conclusion, the 1946 no-mint mark wheat penny is more than just a coin. It's a story of history, an emblem of opportunity, and a tangible piece of wealth that could be yours if you act decisively. Don't let fear or hesitation hold you back. Look through your collection, revisit those old jars, and pay attention, because fortune often comes quietly, disguised as something ordinary. And when you finally discover that coin, when you hold that piece of history that could be worth $678,000, you'll understand why collectors around the world are obsessed. Your moment of discovery could be right around the corner, and that moment will be nothing short of life-changing. Imagine holding in your hand a coin minted over 70 years ago, seemingly ordinary at first glance, just a small piece of copper stamped with Lincoln's profile. But what if I told you that this very coin, a 1952 wheat penny with a rare mint mark error, could be worth more than most Americans earn in a lifetime? Yes, you heard that right. The 1952 wheat penny error isn't just a collector's curiosity. It's a ticket to the world of serious wealth. And right now, coins like this are in unbelievably high demand, with the rarest examples selling for up to $753,000. That's no typo. $753,000 for a coin that once jingled in someone's pocket while walking to school or buying a loaf of bread. Here's the kicker. Most people overlook these pennies. They stare at them thinking, "It's just a penny." But that's exactly why this error is so extraordinary. It's a hidden treasure in plain sight, quietly accumulating value while the world remains oblivious. Can you imagine the thrill of discovering one tucked away in a dusty collection, knowing that fortune has been hiding in your very hands all along? That feeling, a mix of disbelief, excitement, and sheer adrenaline, is why collectors and investors alike are scrambling to find these pennies before the opportunity disappears forever. So what makes the 1952 wheat penny error so special? Let's break it down. Unlike regular pennies, these error coins carry a mint mark that was struck in a rare variation, often doubled or misaligned, creating a collectible anomaly that coin experts drool over. It's like finding a misprinted Picasso in a thrift store. You wouldn't just leave it there, would you? And the best part? The US Mint only made a limited number of these, meaning the supply is extremely tight, while demand among collectors is exploding. Picture this. A seasoned coin collector spots one of these pennies at a garage sale. He leans in, squints, and realizes it's not just any 1952D. It's the legendary error coin he's been hunting for years. His heart races, his palms sweat, because in that instant, he's holding a piece of history worth more than his car, maybe even his house. And here's a humorous thought. What if the previous owner used it to buy a soda? A soda that, if the penny could speak, would now owe him $500,000. These little ironies make the world of coin collecting irresistibly exciting. And there's something deeply human about these coins. Each one carries a story, a touch of the past that connects us to the people who held them decades ago. When you hold a 1952D error penny, you're not just holding a coin. You're holding a moment in history, a rare misstep by the mint that now commands immense value. Now here's the truth. Opportunities like this don't wait. The market for rare pennies is hotter than ever, and prices are climbing rapidly. Today's overlooked coin could be tomorrow's life-changing fortune. And let's be honest, how many chances do we get to hold something that could instantly transform our financial future? The 1952D error penny isn't just a collector's item. It's a symbol of smart investment, timing, and vision. If you're sitting on a stack of old pennies, the question is no longer whether they might be valuable. It's whether you're willing to find out. Because every day, collectors and investors are paying top dollar to acquire these treasures. And the scarcity of authentic 1952D error pennies guarantees that demand will only grow. Picture the excitement of being the person who finally unlocks that hidden fortune, who holds the rare coin everyone else is dreaming about. It's a thrilling mix of anticipation, joy, and the satisfaction of knowing you made the right move before the rest of the world caught on. So here's my challenge to you. Examine every penny, every coin, every forgotten collection. That seemingly ordinary 1952D wheat penny could be the key to unimaginable wealth. Don't let it slip through your fingers. The clock is ticking, the market is moving, and the thrill of discovery is waiting for those bold enough to act. Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the vigilant, and the daring. If you want, I can also time stretch the script to fully fill a 10-minute video, adding subtle pattern interrupts, micro-storytelling moments, and humor in a way that keeps viewers hooked from start to finish without ever feeling forced. This ensures the video feels cinematic and authoritative while maximizing engagement. Imagine holding a single coin in your hand that could change your life forever. A coin minted over 70 years ago, almost forgotten in the shuffle of everyday change, now worth nearly $788,000. Yes, you heard that right. What many see as just a small copper penny, collectors see as a ticket to unimaginable wealth. But not just any 1952 penny. Today we're talking about the 1952 S Mint Mark Wheat Penny coin error, a coin so rare and in such demand that serious collectors across the United States are willing to pay astronomical sums just to add it to their collection. If you own one, or even suspect you might, you are sitting on a treasure that could instantly elevate your financial future. Now, before we dive deeper, let me ask you this. How often do you stumble across something so rare that most people will never even know it existed? That's the thrill of numismatics, the world of rare coins, and you're about to get an insider's view of the crown jewel, the 1952 S error penny. Let's rewind to 1952. At the San Francisco Mint, mint workers were carefully producing pennies, as they had for decades, unaware that a few would leave the mint with a tiny flaw, what collectors now call a mint mark error. This wasn't just a misprint. It was a rare imperfection that created a coin that is now among the most sought after in the United States. Picture this, a tiny S on a wheat penny, barely noticeable to the untrained eye. Yet for those who know, it signals millions in potential value. Here's a question for you. Have you ever found money in your couch cushions and thought, what if this was something bigger? Well, this is bigger, so much bigger. Unlike losing a few dollars in your sofa, missing this coin could mean missing an opportunity of a lifetime. Every year, thousands of collectors scour auctions, flea markets, and estate sales hoping to spot this exact penny. The demand is relentless, and the supply? Almost non-existent. That combination, the scarcity, the history, and the undeniable allure, creates a market frenzy that has sent recent sales skyrocketing to hundreds of thousands of dollars, with serious collectors now willing to pay $788,000 or more for a verified specimen. And here's something that might make you smile. Imagine explaining to your grandchildren that this tiny coin, often overlooked, turned out to be a life-changing fortune. Some people think pennies are worthless, but in reality, the right penny can make people richer than gold bars in a vault. Now, let's be honest. Opportunities like this don't wait around. The 1952 S Mint Mark Wheat Penny error is highly coveted and extremely rare. If you own one, even if it's tucked away in a dusty drawer, it could be the key to a financial transformation you never imagined. Every day that passes, more collectors are actively hunting these coins. Each auction pushes prices higher. Each verified sale confirms that this isn't just a collector's item. It's an investment, a legacy, a status symbol for the wealthy and savvy. Here's the truth. Many people overlook coins in their collections. They see pennies and think, just copper. But the 1952 S error penny laughs at that ignorance. It whispers, you could be a millionaire. And unlike fleeting trends or volatile stocks, rare coins like this hold timeless value, immune to market crashes and inflation. Imagine the thrill, the excitement, the sheer joy of knowing that a coin you own could open doors you never even dreamed existed. So here's the question for you. Will you let this opportunity slip through your fingers? Or will you take the step today to authenticate, protect, and potentially sell this extraordinary coin? If you're serious about wealth, legacy, and the thrill of owning something rare beyond measure, then the 1952 S Mint Mark Wheat Penny isn't just a coin. It's a golden key to your future. And remember, in the world of rare coins, timing is everything. The next opportunity may never come. This script is designed to hold attention for a full 10 minutes with natural pauses, curiosity-building statements, rhetorical questions, and subtle humor while keeping the tone authoritative and highly aspirational. It emphasizes urgency, excitement, and scarcity to drive engagement and action. Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a tiny coin that could change your life overnight. The 1955 D Wheat Penny with the legendary double die error is not just a coin. It's a gateway to unimaginable wealth, a testament to the surprises hidden in plain sight. For decades, collectors and investors have chased this elusive treasure, and the market has taken notice. Today, a pristine example of this rare coin can fetch as much as $999,000. Yes, you heard that right, nearly $1 million for a single penny. And yet, most people overlook it as just another old coin. How could something so small hold so much power? That's the question that every serious collector, investor, and dreamer is asking themselves right now. The excitement isn't just about money. It's about owning a piece of history, a tangible connection to a moment frozen in time. The 1955 D Wheat Penny is more than copper and metal. It's an emblem of opportunity, a hidden treasure that the savvy few recognize before the rest of the world catches on. And here's where your journey begins. Will you be among those who seize the moment, or will this extraordinary opportunity slip quietly through your fingers? To truly understand why this coin is so valuable, you need to know the story behind it. In 1955, the U.S. Mint produced pennies at the Denver branch, but a rare mistake occurred during the die-making process. The result? A striking double impression on the coin's obverse. A double die that magnifies Lincoln's features in a way that defies normal minting processes. This error, invisible to the casual observer, instantly became the holy grail for collectors. Now, picture yourself at a coin show, browsing through thousands of ordinary pennies. You glance down and there it is, the unmistakable doubling on the date. Your heart races, the room seems to quiet, the chatter fades, and for a moment, it's just you and that tiny coin with a monumental story. That moment, the thrill, the discovery, is why collectors chase these coins with unwavering passion. It's more than investment. It's the emotional high of finding a treasure where no one else is looking. And here's a little secret. Humor me for a second. Most people will pass by this coin thinking, it's just a penny. Oh, if only they knew. Collectors aren't the only ones who understand its power. Investors seeking tangible assets, those who crave financial security beyond the stock market, are increasingly snapping up these coins. The demand is insatiable and the supply, shockingly limited. Only a small fraction of surviving 1955 D double die pennies are in pristine condition. The scarcity combined with historical significance creates a perfect storm for value that continues to climb year after year. This is where the story becomes personal for you. Picture yourself holding a coin worth nearly $1 million. Imagine what it would feel like to walk into a room, knowing you possess something that few people on the planet even recognize, let alone own. The 1955 wheat penny isn't just a collector's dream. It's a lifestyle statement, an emblem of foresight, patience, and vision. Owning one signals that you understand not just history, but opportunity. But the window of opportunity is closing. Every year, coins like this are sold, auctioned, and tucked away in private collections. Waiting too long isn't just costly, it could mean missing out on a life-altering asset. And yes, I know what you're thinking, it's just a penny. Can it really be worth that much? Absolutely. That is the power of rarity, history, and demand combined. So here's the truth. The 1955 wheat penny is calling. It's calling to the dreamers, the collectors, the investors, and the visionaries. Those who recognize its worth today are the ones who will secure not just a coin, but a legacy. Don't let hesitation define your story, because in a world where fortune favors the prepared, that tiny coin in your hand could very well be the key to an extraordinary future. And remember, every great treasure starts small. Sometimes, the most unassuming things hold the power to change your life forever. Are you ready to find your piece of history? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so rare that it could transform your life overnight. Today, we dive into the world of the 1956 wheat penny, a coin that is quietly sitting in collectors' drawers but has the potential to make headlines in your bank account. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny, minted over 6 decades ago, now carries a staggering market value of $764,000. Pause for a second. $764,000 for a penny. You might be thinking, could this really be mine? That thought, my friend, is the gateway to both excitement and opportunity. What if the coin sitting forgotten in your old jewelry box, your desk drawer, or even in a dusty collection from your childhood, is exactly the golden ticket that so many people dream of but few ever find? The story of the 1956 wheat penny is not just about numbers. It's about rarity, error, and a unique imprint that sets it apart from thousands of pennies minted that year. Unlike ordinary coins, these pennies have a striking anomaly, a mint mark error that collectors across the country are hunting for relentlessly. It's not just a coin. It's a story frozen in copper, a silent witness to the past, and now, a bridge to unimaginable financial possibilities. Let's pause and imagine the thrill. Picture yourself holding a coin that could command nearly $750,000. Your heartbeat quickens, your mind races, and suddenly, what was once a small, ordinary object becomes a treasure chest of opportunity. This is the rare kind of excitement that many chase in life but only a select few truly grasp. And here's where fear and urgency come in. Every day that this coin remains undiscovered, someone else is capturing the attention of eager collectors, auction houses, and private buyers. Could the coin you've overlooked for decades be slipping from your grasp without you even realizing it? And let's be honest, who thought a penny could do this? The same coin you may have dropped behind the couch or tossed into a jar at the kitchen counter could now be worth more than a luxury car or even a small house in many parts of the country. Funny how life works, right? One minute it's loose change, the next, it's a golden opportunity knocking at your door. Collectors are obsessed with the 1956 wheat penny because it represents something more than value. It's a symbol of meticulous craft, historical significance, and the thrill of the hunt. Each mint mark anomaly is a fingerprint of history, a whisper from the past telling you, this is rare, this is precious, don't let it slip away. And here's the pattern interrupt. Imagine telling your friends that your savings account owes its balance to a penny, and watching their jaws drop. Priceless.so. What do you do if you suddenly realize that you might have one of these legendary coins? The first step is awareness. Inspect your collections, search your drawers, check your old boxes, and never underestimate the value of what you already own. The 1956 wheat penny is not just a coin. It's a beacon of possibility, and the market is hungry for it. Buyers are willing to pay top dollar for verified, error-checked pieces, and the demand has never been higher. Imagine walking into a room where private collectors are competing to own the coin you hold. The anticipation, the negotiation, the eventual payout. It's a story that could be yours. Here's the exciting truth. Wealth often comes from recognizing opportunity where others see ordinary. A single penny, overlooked for decades, can catapult you into a realm of financial freedom and prestige. And let me leave you with this thought. While many chase fleeting investments or trendy opportunities, few pause to realize that the most extraordinary treasures are sometimes hidden in plain sight. The 1956 S Wheat penny isn't just rare. It's your chance to claim a tangible piece of history while rewriting your own story of success. Don't wait. Check, verify, and seize what might already be in your hands. Because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the vigilant, and today it might just favor you. Imagine holding a tiny piece of history in the palm of your hand, a coin so ordinary at first glance, yet capable of unlocking unimaginable wealth. That very coin could be a 1957 S Wheat penny with a rare error, one so elusive that collectors across the country would stop at nothing to add it to their treasure trove. And here's the shocker. The current market value of such a coin is a staggering $875,000. Yes, nearly $1 million for a piece of copper smaller than your thumb. Now ask yourself, what if the coin sitting forgotten in your old change jar is one of these legendary rarities? But let's pause for a moment. I know what you're thinking. A penny worth almost $1 million? That sounds like a fairy tale, and you're not alone. Yet, history and the collector's market tell a different story. A story of hidden fortunes, sudden windfalls, and life-changing discoveries waiting in the most unsuspecting places. Let's dive deeper into this story. The 1957 S Wheat penny, minted in Denver, is remarkable not just for its age, but for a specific, rare minting error that has made it a white whale in the coin-collecting world. Errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks are not just mistakes. They are gold mines, a direct ticket to extraordinary value. And the 1957 D has a specific characteristic that collectors obsess over. Owning one isn't just having a coin. It's holding a historical artifact that can transform an ordinary life into a millionaire's journey. Now, here's where most people miss the opportunity. These coins exist, hidden in jars, drawers, and old collections, often dismissed as just pennies. But every week, stories emerge of someone realizing their forgotten change is worth more than their car, more than their house's down payment. The thrill, the excitement, and yes, the fear of missing out are real, because in the world of rare coins, timing is everything. The market moves fast, and demand is skyrocketing. Collectors are searching relentlessly, and when a 1957 S Wheat penny with the error surfaces, the competition is fierce. You do not want to be the one who hesitates. And let's inject a little humor here, just to reset your attention. Imagine telling your grandkids, "I had a fortune in my pocket all along and I used it to buy coffee." They wouldn't believe it, but that's the reality of rare coin hunting. Fortune favors the attentive, the informed, and the bold. Now imagine the ripple effect of owning a coin like this. Beyond the money, it's about prestige, legacy, and the thrill of being part of a select few who truly understand the rare coin world. People will ask, "Where did you get that?" And you can smile, knowing you possess not just a coin, but a symbol of opportunity, wealth, and financial freedom. The 1957 S Wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's proof that fortune can be hidden in plain sight. It's proof that you don't need to travel the world to find gold. Sometimes, it's been in your pocket all along. And here's the urgent truth. Collectors, investors, and treasure hunters are willing to pay top dollar, and the market is hotter than ever. The window to claim such an extraordinary piece is limited, and those who act quickly, wisely, and decisively are the ones who walk away transformed. So, if you ever come across a 1957 S Wheat penny with that elusive mint error, don't dismiss it. It could be your ticket to a life you've only dreamed about. A life where your small, overlooked possessions suddenly hold the power to change everything. Remember, opportunity doesn't knock twice, but it does sit quietly in old jars and forgotten drawers. waiting for the one who sees its true value. The question is simple. Will that person be you? Imagine holding a piece of history in the palm of your hand. Something so rare, so extraordinary, that collectors around the world would pay nearly $1 million just to claim it. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, for those who know, the USA 1958 no-mint mark wheat penny is not just a coin. It's a golden ticket into the world of elite collectors and serious wealth. But beware. Most people dismiss this humble penny as just another coin, never realizing they might be sitting on a fortune. Could this tiny piece of copper be your next life-changing investment? Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll see why the 1958 wheat penny is one of the most coveted coins in existence. Let's dive into the story behind this penny. Struck in 1958, this wheat penny comes from an era when craftsmanship was everything. No mint mark means it was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, making certain varieties extraordinarily rare. But here's the twist. Some of these pennies carry a subtle error, a slight misalignment or doubling that only the sharpest eyes can spot. And while it might seem insignificant, collectors pay handsomely for these mistakes. Why? Because errors like these are the unicorns of the coin world. Rare, unpredictable, and highly profitable. Now imagine a collector at an auction, scanning hundreds of coins. Suddenly, their eyes catch that unmistakable shine, the telltale sign of a 1958 no-mint mark wheat penny with a minting error. The excitement is palpable. The adrenaline kicks in. Bidding begins, hearts race, and before long, what could have been a coin gathering dust in someone's drawer is now worth an astounding $995,000. Yes, you heard that right. Nearly $1 million for what many dismiss as a penny. It's thrilling, it's dramatic, and it's real. And hey, before you scroll away thinking, it's just a penny, why bother? Remember, your next lunch could be more expensive than this coin, but it won't increase in value over time. Ouch, right? That's the beauty of rare coins. They don't just sit there. They grow, they shine, and they make history in your hands. Here's the critical part. These coins are not just rare. They're disappearing fast. Every year, collectors and investors snap them up, and the demand is skyrocketing. If you're watching this right now and you own a 1958 wheat penny without a mint mark, consider this your moment. History is calling, and it's saying, don't let this fortune slip away. Think about the people who discovered their coins were worth hundreds of thousands, even millions, after years of simply storing them. The fear of missing out is real, and in the rare coin world, hesitation can cost you dearly. But here's the exciting truth. You don't have to be a millionaire to start. One simple discovery could catapult your wealth beyond imagination. Imagine the freedom, the lifestyle, the ability to live life on your own terms, all because you recognized the value of what others overlooked. That's the power of the 1958 no-mint mark wheat penny. And let me tell you, in the world of rare coins, opportunity doesn't knock twice. As you finish this video, ask yourself, could this unassuming penny be my gateway to a life of wealth, prestige, and excitement? Remember, history rewards those who pay attention, those who act swiftly, and those who dare to see beyond the surface. The 1958 no-mint mark wheat penny isn't just a coin. It's a story, a treasure, and potentially your next big leap into financial freedom. Keep your eyes open, your mind sharp, and your hands ready, because in the world of rare coins, fortune favors the bold.